Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 12th of February 1975. It means we've come through another winter. We still got 85% happiness. The government loyalty has dropped a little bit, but generally things are okay. We've now got a population of 37,320. The unemployment is creeping up a little bit, but that's got a lot to do with what's going on up in the north. The unemployment down in the south is pretty stable, just to show you that. Whoops, wrong thing. In fact, if you see here, there's a little bit of unemployment over here, but that's not a problem because we're going to be using that. Well, we're going to need to have a surplus unemployment for our farms because you can see at the moment it says our farms are closed due to bad weather because, of course, the temperature at the moment is 0, which is another reason why I wanted to start with the snow on the ground. Now, before we get started, I'd like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. And I did get a very interesting comment from Seathorn in response to my request down here about a chemical factory. And what he was saying is that he actually prefers the in-game chemical plant. And what he does is he puts them round the map so there's local production of chemicals. And while I'm not going to use the vanilla chemical plant here, we're actually going to use the modded one because I think it makes sense because we've got to make a lot of chemicals to use in this area. But Seathorn's suggestion is still relevant to that because he actually makes a very good point that if with water treatment and all that, it makes sense to have chemical plants around the map. And of course, with the new update, and this is something I've been thinking a little bit about. So if we kind of look at Black Country here, because of course, if we're going to have vehicle maintenance, now vehicle maintenance is going to need, if we come into the construction industry, not construction industry, sorry, advanced industry, we look at vehicle production line, you'll see that to produce vehicles, we need plastics, mechanical components, electro components, electronics, fabric, and steel. Now, that means that what we're going to have to do is distribute those components all around the map. Now, I am toying with the idea. Now, I've got no inside information, so I've got no idea about the level of what we're going to recover from waste. But we do know we can get plastic from waste, and we can also get steel and possibly other things. But on one thing I'm pretty sure that we won't get from waste is chemicals. So there is a case to make that having a localized chemical plant will actually help with respect to manufacturing these materials, which then we would then need to use to repair vehicles. Because otherwise, if you built a big centralized chemical production plant or even electronics production plant, getting it all across the map to actually maintain your vehicles is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a really big logistics challenge. Now, as I say, for this area here, I am going to go for the larger chemical plant, this one here, because this one uses fuel, bitumen, and coal, which we have in reasonable amounts in this area now. So we get, and I want to use that bitumen up anyway, and we got some fuel. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put in the chemical plant. Now, the chemical plant, the only downside with using this, oops, don't want charcoal kilns, is you'll see that it's got no pipeline connections at all. So you can see here it's got no actual connections, which means that it will have a bit of a problem. I'm kind of wondering if I don't really need this bus stop here now, actually, so we're going to get rid of the bus stop like that, so we can move the road and out the road as well in here somewhere. Apologies if you spot any pauses in the video. I don't know what's up with me this morning, but I just can't seem to stop coughing, and it's a little bit annoying. But if we put in, if we can put this factory in, they run it round that way, put it there. No, we're gonna have to put it a bit like that because we're going to need to put a barn or something for the pickup. In fact, I'm kind of thinking we could get it up this way. The only trouble is we've got power cables there. Okay, we're going to have to put it at an angle like that. Now, we're only going to need one of these because it produces, where is it? It produces 3.6 tons of chemicals. Now, if I put the clothing industry up here alongside the water purification, this is going to absorb virtually a lot. But there might be a little bit of surplus for maybe to produce some electronics. Because what we're going to need is a warehouse, but we don't really need anything that big. Oops, no. I mean, truthfully, a small barn would be enough. Because, I mean, if we've got 27 tons of chemicals, it is 27 tons, isn't it? I mean, if we've got 27 tons of chemicals sat in here, then we're wasting resources. Oh, the other thing I will also apologise is that if you follow the channel, you'll be aware that I've been doing a fair amount of looking at and playing Transport Fever 2. And as somebody pointed out in the comments on those videos, is that setting up lines in Transport Fever 2 is a big mental shift from this game. And I think once you start looking at both games, you can get yourself a little bit confused. What I am going to do is put another road in here, maybe to there. Yeah, we'll keep the junctions fairly wide. The reason for that is that we've got to deliver, what's it? The coal. Sorry. We got to deliver the coal and the bitumen and the fuel. Now we've got a depot down here which is delivering fuel up to the farms, but what we are going to need is not gravel, we're going to need another distribution office down here somewhere so that we can actually deliver the coal. So what we'll do is we'll just drop a distribution office in here. Again, returning back to the the new update, the more I look at the changes, the more I think that oops, let's go there, 8. The more I feel that the how can you say, the distribution offices and getting that research done as quickly as possible is going to have a very big factor on the game. So we've now got the chemical plant set up. We've got this distribution office, which at the moment is underutilized, which can provide the fuel and the bitumen, and we get the one with the coal in there, and then hopefully, let me just do a quick spot check. Yeah, put that there, and we've got a footpath connection there. So what we'll do is we'll just upgrade this to gravel. So we'll be picking up the workers there. Now just want to check the workers. This needs 72 workers and 9 engineers. So we are going to need quite a few people moving in there. Now, if you watch the previous video, you'll be aware that I kind of messed up a little bit here with respect to these office blocks here. And I actually, as a solution, is I started building these, and I did manage to get it done. And I moved some people from here to here. And what I've actually done also is, you can see this area is fairly populated. I think we've got some over 21s in here now. Yeah, so we can suck up the over 21s there. I don't think the temperature is going to take a little while to rise, so we're just going to dash up north just to show you where I got some of that population from. What I did here was I removed the buildings from this area because this was an area of quite large unemployment. And what I've done is, you can see here, the building that was here, I actually removed. And there was another one camp. Oh, this camp in the center, which I need to knock down now. I left this building just in case there was a bit of a problem with respect to the employment. We've now removed that building. I kind of think I'd like to put something in here that might be, I mean, we could put maybe one of these in here because that's nice and close. But do we need it straight away? I think we'll just put building in here so it can be built. Again, I want it to be in keeping with the area we got here. Wow, maybe that's a little bit too big. Old house 2. It's probably a bit over the top. Oops. Not doing very well today. Got a small house here. I'm not really interested in that. That's way too big. If we can find another ampere house. Got prefab here. No, it's way too big. Got an ampere house here in 285. That's not going to fit either, is it? No, these are all way too big. Okay, we may have to go for something. What we got here? Got a small ampere house here. Put that in. It's another 100 workers. Put in there. I mean, we could put it in. Put one in here, like that. Let me just. Well, I have to sort out the footpaths. Maybe we're. Put you. Would like a footpath to go up past it. This has actually got a road on it though, isn't it? Okay, not going to really work. We could take out this footpath. I think we'll put it here. And then we can go back to residential. We spin you round. Just put you back a bit. Just set you back a bit. What's the yeah, I think that would be quite nice. Get you there and run, and we'll get that there. We could put in another Jade apartment in here. I think I'm just going to leave this area open for the moment. In fact, I think what I will do is pick up I want a footpath crossing through here, so we will pick up a footpath from here, go past that building there, and just curve into. That's not. We just cancel that. I don't think anyone's actually using this. Oh, there's a little few people using the footpath, but we can fix that. I think if we out you there and come in from there, do a very no. I don't want you to pick up from that. I want you to go around, curve around like that into there, like that. Oops. But for on that. That would give me a footpath across through here. Then I can possibly put a little mud footpath into there, take that curve away. That give me a little bit of space in this area. I think generally people here are happy. It's just that they don't have the work. Let me just see. I think I am going to get rid of this. We got some clothes here, but we are manufacturing clothes, so I think I just want to get rid of that so that we can clear out this area as well. For that, the number of we've got a lot of people here, so we can I can tidy up this area Anyway, that is the situation here. Now I've got 12 million, and what we got here, oh, the helicopters are off. Now during the winter, I was looking at the big helicopter complex we built over here. I think it's now got fuel and power into it, and I've also set it up to pick up, and what I've done is I've set it to pick up concrete, asphalt and gravel, so that we got the long range delivery. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can buy a couple of cargo helicopters, and we're going to buy 2 of those because I want to get them running. Now I've kind of been thinking about how I can set this up, because I want these guys to be able to just deliver just the concrete and asphalt, but I don't want them on a road crew. So I am thinking, let me just see, this is the road crew, that's high gravel, they don't need it. I certainly think I want to add them to this list, simply because this is going to be the list that's going to be building out this area here. This is a road crew, I think. Is it a road crew? No, that's high gravel, isn't it? Why have I got high gravel? Okay, this one, I've got high gravel. Okay, 3. What? That's actually going to be quite useful, because what I'm going to do is put you on your own specialized point, so that I can call these guys in whenever I want them. High gravel is the road building crew that's up in High Valley. I think we can add this to this crew here, because I can develop this over time as a general purpose building construction office. Northern Hall Heli build crew. Right. This is the heli crew. I think we can add them to that. No, this is 8, isn't it? I think I'll leave that one open just for the moment. Same with that one, and then we got that one there. I think that's what I'm going to run for. And the idea is that we can be able to use the, which one was it? Gone, sorry. It's key one is going to be 3 here. What that will do is allow us to come in, call these guys in. What have you detected? Way too much. So I think what I will do is turn off a lot of this for the moment. The pipeline and the concrete. So what? Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave these guys to deliver to this area here, because this is the local area, and we do need to finish this off, because I've still got a few things that need to be done, like the pipelines here. In fact, let me just see. But I think I'd like to get that done. Why am I building a pipeline into there when that's already got a connection? I don't think I actually... Oh, no, that's the underground one going north. No, it's not. Okay, I'm just going to leave that, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing there. We got this out here, which goes to here, because another thing I would like to do is get this operational, so that I can send stuff up north or south, depending on where I'm actually going. So that's there. Let's have a quick look at the temperature. The temperature's still a bit low, but what we will do is we'll just scoot back to down here and see what's going on. Okay, let's see if the farms are still not operational. Now, the other thing I actually got suggested in the comments, someone said about mixing up the what we call it's here, the fork truck. So what I've done is I've put so it's 6 fork trucks, ordinary fork trucks in there, and I've got the kind of another 6 in here. So we're going to start with 6 because it's going to take a little while for this area to kind of ramp up and grow. We do need to get a bus route out here. I think I got fuel here as well, which is good. Maybe I need to get... Oops, need to... So what we're going to do is start filling in this area. Because, well, get you there. Get that built. The reason for that is I want the workforce here because the workforce that's going to go up here, we're going to need some fire trucks. Capacity, let's have a look what we got. Got 9, we got 10. Actually, we've got speed wise. Actually, we don't really need massive amount of speed. We just need... It looks like we're kind of stuck with these W50s at the moment. So we'll get 3 of those. I think it's going to take them a little while to get here. Because I certainly want the fire coverage in this area because this is going to be really key to getting things working. Now, I think I did buy some buses. I'm going to speed the game up a little bit actually. Oh, seeing the train reminds me I need to push forward with the second rail distribution office so that I can spread the load from this one. Last chance to buy. That's a little shunting engine. Pretty sure I actually bought some buses. Yeah, there they are. Something occurred to me when I was actually playing Transport Fever 2 that I might work here. To do is all we're gonna pick up from here. Just workers, and you're going to bet. And we'll you off there. I do need to make sure that I'm actually... Oh yeah, we are getting workers in here. That's good. Now, the thing that I was doing is if you pull out another vehicle in a depot like this, what you can do is actually then use that as a kind of free tab to get back to this area here. I think we're going to start with... I'm going to put 3 buses on there at the moment. And I'm going to resuit. Actually, it just occurred to me, what is the capacity of these buses? 55. I think what we might do is just reduce that down to 50% to begin with, so that we get a bit more of an even spread. So we've now got this area going. How's the temperature? Right, we've now reached 14 degrees. Let me just get back over to here. What we should now has got workers coming into here. Here. This guy, I can't remember if I set the route up. I set the route up. We've got the trucks. These guys are going to slow up these guys, aren't they? But they're unloading very quickly because what I was expecting was to get a big queue here. And of course, eventually we'll get this going. Of course, at the moment we've got no workers coming to here. Question is, do I have any excess workers here? Yes, I do. Okay. We're going to scoot back here. Now, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here, as the fact that We got the one bus. I think what I will do. What bus is this? This is the Chav 11M3. Let me just get. Actually, can I get something that's a bit smaller? The Chav 11M3 is 80 kilometers an hour. This is 85. I think what I'll do is I'm going to buy 2 of those. I'll buy 3 of those. I'm going to leave the Chav in here for the moment because I think that might be more useful. And one thing I do want to look at is pavers, because just as I was starting, this is 1958, a notification came up saying that a new paver was available. And it looks very much like it might be a Western paver. I'm pretty sure it was a paver. And it's cheaper. It's cheaper than that one. We're certainly going to have a look at that. What have we got here? 9.5 dump truck. IK1 dump truck. What are you doing sat there? I might be able to use him, so I'm not going to get rid of him just yet. I didn't have much success through the winter out here laying the asphalt, but what we can do is just keep filling in these roads, I think, for the moment. We were working up here. I think we're... and it's the 5 crew, isn't it? Got me sort of doubting myself now. Crew 5. 5 view gravel, okay. Excavators. Just get that built. So I do want to get that actually all paved in. Get you in. And what we do is you're working on that, Oh, I'm pretty sure what's that's called. Oh, that's been allocated, and we're just don't know what's up with me today. I just keep wanting to cough. Anyway, let me just come back here before we scoot back up north. Okay, we got our first workers coming in here. Did I switch on the line spacing? No, I didn't. Bad move. And we'll see how... I mean, we don't have that much in the way of... Now, what I want to know is whether workers will come over here. Let's see. Yep, we should get workers. Right, we got some workers producing some alcohol. When we do have liftoff with respect to food. And what I'm going to do is basically I want predominantly food. Maybe if I go 100% like that, and then increase the alcohol. Maybe we'll make it that way around. I mean, we can always export alcohol because we've got the line all set up here now. Bit of a mistake. Is there a mistake there? No. Is there? Oh, no, we got the line there. Okay, building's on fire. Where are you? This one should be okay. What have we got here? I thought I'd cleared you out. Okay. Black Country cranes. Okay. We've got some tower cranes here that are wasted. I don't. You've only got the one. Gotta. Okay, we're going to need to do something about them. I've got a lot of road cranes at the moment, which don't seem to be doing. Ah, I do have something I can do. We've got a reconstruction office tucked in around. Where are you? There. Bring you up to here. And then I can use you. I think you're providing logistic support for that area there. Right. Hopefully by now the buses would have arrived for the workforce. And oh, we're also going to need to get some fork trucks. So we're going to have to deliver those. So many things to think about. Just hook you there. Hook you there. It's a covered hole. I don't want a covered hole on a bus. Right, we'll just go back over to here. One thing I have noticed about, I want to make sure, yeah, we are getting quite a lot of workers here, so we're gonna come in here. We're gonna pick up workers. Now, for the moment, I don't really want to strip everything, so we put this down to 50%, which means that they're only going to pick up 16 workers, but that's going to be okay because just want to ramp this up as the population moves in. I don't really want to. Oops. What happened there? And we're gonna shoot back over to here, pick up the route, pick up this, and we'll get 1, 2 line spacing, and then what I'm gonna do, we're gonna come here by. Which one shall I use? I think it's difficult to say. I think what we'll do with this one is we'll actually do no, because they all got to go the same speed. It's a tough one, I'll be honest. I think we're going to go with 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's my magic little truck. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated. Because we need to come over here. Oops. Okay. So we need to deliver to this fork truck here. So we're going to get customs house, add and got forklift garage. What we got to do now is remove 3. Custom shed. He unloads that, unloads that. Right, we'll launch him and he will go that way. Okay, let's just see how these guys definitely aren't keeping up, are they? But then again, as long as the warehouse doesn't, wow, these guys are really going, and they've only got 10 workers here. Well, these seem to be keeping ahead. But these guys are just definitely not winning, are they? I think we may have to go for extra capacity over speed, because I think part of the problem is that these are actually effectively slowed down by... See, they're not really getting to their potential because they're sharing a line with these guys. Now, it might work along here, but you've got to remember we've got 2 farms This farm is splitting the load between the two of these. This one is drawing almost exclusively from here. And how much food are we picking up now? We need more workers in here, actually. Or in here. So it's going to take a little while to ramp that up. We'll call you... I need to name this now. You Dark Valley. Oops, can't spell. Food workers. Of course, we should get workers covering the fire station, but not enough. So that's something else we need to keep an eye on. And we'll call you Dark Valley food. Call you food work drop. Okay. So we've now got we're going to get more workers coming in onto here as well. We're actually going to get more food coming through from there. I mean, if this fork truck system doesn't work, we can always put a distribution office in here and use the usual covered holes. So the only trouble is they have to go all the way round, which is a little bit of a pain. Oops, fire again. Where are you? You're in North Camp. You should be okay in North Camp because I think the fire coverage in North Camp is pretty good. So we're looking good there. Wow, this block's already been built. I kind of want to push out this way. Let me just see what. Yeah, you can get to food, you can get to university. And can you get to sport? Yep. So I think what we're going to do now is drop down to these smaller buildings. So we're gonna. What's going on here? Gonna bring in the super crew. That's saying that it's got a kindergarten problem. I think the problem is we've only got a relatively wow. Okay. We do Houston. We have a problem. Yeah, I've overwhelmed the private school. Is we need a bigger school. Kindergarten's got exactly the same problem. I think what I'm going to need to do is put a school in here. We get a school. Yeah, we can get a school in here. Let me just press that off. Again, I would like to pretend that this was intentional, but it wasn't. I'm gonna have to bring in the 8 crew for that. Actually, we'll bring in the 8 crew and the 3 crew. I mean, this is one of the nicer aspects of when you're actually got helicopter construction crews, is that they can kind of preempt the building, because while the roads are being built, you can actually deliver the stuff into the school. Now we do need another kindergarten as well. I'm wondering if I can get another kindergarten in here. I've got all this over here, but I can't bring it online just yet. So I think what we'll do is we can slip in a kindergarten here. Probably gonna have to put in. Well, we could put one there in this bit here. Well, I'm going to create a little bit of a row of houses here, like that. I mean, this is the fringe between the old town and the new town, so we're hook you to there. That. Any crew. can't build. You can. So can you. I know I keep pulling the helicopters away from the north, but at the moment this town is still the kind of the key one. Right, set this guy up. He's going. Where you go? Oh. Slow it down a bit. I mean, we got a little bit of a queue here. Okay, who is winning in the race? None of them. Because at the moment we're getting close to wasting food. Let me just see. We can get 2 more fork trucks in. Actually, can you? Just want to see. Can I? Oh, I can reassign you to this depot. Okay, Houston, I have an idea. Assign you to there. This is very much unexplored territory. Right, so we can whiz those guys. So that fills this guy up with trucks. We need 2. I'm not sure what 2 more trucks will. I don't know. This guy seems to be holding his own. If I can get 2 more fork trucks into here. Although we are getting a little bit of a queue here. Although, let me just look at this. It's almost like we're getting multiple unloading. Well, when they are unloading quite quickly. Got 800 in there, which means that these are gonna, yeah, they're already maxed out. So, unable to export crops. I should have put bigger silos here, but that's part of the learning process. I say I could use a truck, but trucks are only going to pick up about 10 tons, aren't they? Wow. Food situation here. I think I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put a secondary source. Yeah. Food and alcohol. That. What's Dark Valley Cargo Station? We got here. I think I'm going to give it a chance here. So what we'll do is we can stop importing food and alcohol. Oh, actually, we can get rid of the alcohol pickup. So come in here, find the customs office, take you off there. Where are you actually collecting alcohol from? Ironton Warehouse. How much alcohol we got in Ironton Warehouse? Okay, we're going to remove you. What that should do is stop the drain on the alcohol here as well. What we need to do now is find who is delivering the alcohol. I think I can let that run for the moment because I don't think there's an alcohol shortage in this area. But what that should do is Let me just see. What's the... There we go. This is where we got a bit of a problem. It looks like we're actually... Yeah. But I think now that we've got this here... Actually, I've just had a... No, I can't do it, can I? I was just about to say that I could send the crops from up here. But I think at the moment... we can... I think what I'm going to need to do is try and get this going as fast as I can. Basically, we've got let's say 8, 16, 24. So we've got 2,000 potential for 2,400 tons in there. We are kind of delivering crops into here. This is faster than this area here. Each one of these is carrying 5 tons, which is nearly as much as a truck will carry. Right, we'll let this guy go back to his depot, and we're just going to slow up a little bit because I think the game is getting away from me at the moment, because I'm being a bit obsessed about fork trucks and things like that. I feel get you guys working on that. I think we'll also get the road crew. I don't think these guys don't have much to do at the moment. Right, get you working on that. I think the general area here has been finished. This has been built through. Got the road built here. Right. This area were what I've done is I've set it to build these through here. So we've got the infrastructure. We can set the teachers to 55%. Now, I did get a question about building up loyalty and the difference between having a high loyalty in the Secret Service. Now, truthfully, I'm not exactly sure how much influence a high loyalty in the Secret Service improves the loyalty of the residents they come into contact. What it does do is it makes them more efficient. But when you're building up loyalty, especially early in the game, especially if your loyalty is a bit low, the priority is schools, universities, orphanages, in that order, because the influence of teachers on children improves the loyalty. Obviously, the university education. Orphanages, if you've got high loyalty tutors inside the orphanage, that has a twofold effect. It improves the loyalty of the children, but it also improves reduces the chance of criminality. Another one is prisons. If you've got high loyalty prison warders, those prison warders will actually keep down the effects of the or what it will do is reduce the crime. I'll explain that. We just want to notice I've got no road here, so we're gonna put a road here because we need to get this. Wait, come on, game. You can do it, game. You can do it. We'll just put that gravel road in there. Game. But we're on that. Right, if I go down to the bottom left hand corner here, and we look at the prison, what you'll find is if you've got high loyalty prison warders, if you look at the prisoners here, now you notice that a lot of these prisoners actually have 0 criminality. So truthfully, those prisoners shouldn't be in prison, because once they've got 0 criminality, there's no benefit of them actually staying in prison. So what we can do is, if we come to not the police station, where's the courthouse? The courthouse is here. What we can do is use the prison sentences down again. like that. What that means is that, one, it reduces the number of prisoners, because there's no point having prisoners in the in prison if they've got criminality. And it means that, I mean, these, it won't affect these, but new prisoners will come in, and you can see here, like the new ones have got like 19%, 6%, and all that, 13%. But if they're actually getting reduced down to 0, what that means is that the ones who get to 0 can leave. Now, if you've got prisoners in here that have still got criminality, then what you do is you increase the sentence. That makes sense. Let me just see here now. Kind of a little bit worried about the amount of food here. No crops. What's going on here? I have a plan. Reduce you down. Reduce you down. This is going to be a little bit risky, but I think it'd be okay. And then we're going to increase you up a little bit, because I don't, technically we don't need, I've got food in here. Who is delivering food to here? Whoops, I've just, Ironton food distribution. I've just messed that up. Right, I think I need to make a change here. Distribution office. Park Valley food. We don't need to deliver the food, but you need to deliver it to there. So what we should be able to do is move you to here, and you can pick up food, alcohol, and food. Yep. That clears out that area there. What that would do is put our tourist town on dependency of food over there. Get over to here. You, who is, where are you picking up from? Who's Ironton food? What we'll do, Ironton prison, we're gonna put you on here, because somehow we've got food into here. Wait, okay. That can come to there. And we should check this up here. What that will mean is that the train here, not the train, there'll be no train coming in here, so we can, the train will come into here, pick up clothes. How's the clothes output here? Don't really have a lot in the way of clothes as well, so that's the next thing we need to work on. Okay, our transporter is just returning. Let me just go over and okay, we need 2 more of these. And we need 4 more over here. Right, I'm going to try and do something a bit wacky now. Again, this is kind of pushing the boundary a little bit. I'm going to buy 6 of these. we come in here to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you're going to dual route. Right, you've got space for 2. This guy's got space for 2. Let's get this right. Need to customs house. Need to add you to there. No, no, it's this customs house. Garage 3. This one's full. We need to remove you. Then we need to click there, add you to there. Then you're going to go to the custom shed. Then the second trip, you're just from the custom shed to here. I want you to go to there. And then I don't need you to go to there. And I don't need you to go to there. So in theory, what should happen is this truck should come to this shed, drop off the available vehicles. We need to make sure that he's dropping off. Okay, unload vehicle. Unload vehicle. And unload vehicle. So what you should do is come to here, drop off the vehicles, drop off the other one, any surplus here, go back to the custom shed, pick up the next one, and then come back. That's the theory. Because we have, and then what I might do is replace these guys over time. Okay, one more look. We got the trains coming in. Then he's going to drop off at Bordeaux. Okay, have we got any alcohol in here? How's the alcohol going? Alcohol's building up as well. So, right, back to the rail distribution office. Apologies for this, guys, but I really need to get it sorted out in my head. Let's get back to the rail distribution. I really need that other rail. Oh, it's actually built. Okay, that will be the something for the next part, because I'm gonna have to sort out these rail distribution offices, and that can be a little bit tricky. So right, you're picking up from the Sharkov train station, Dark Valley. You're dropping off food, and you don't strictly, I mean, we don't really need the alcohol in here now either. That can come out of there. You don't need to deliver alcohol there. You can deliver alcohol there. You've got clothes. Okay, we've now got this kind of sorted out the best we can. I just want to check one thing. Which is this guy. What's going on here? I thought I'd set you up. Alcohol from there. I mean, strictly speaking, the train could deliver it to here, but that seems a bit pointless. Okay, we need to get food sorted. I think what we're probably going to need to do is put a distribution office up here. Yeah, I came with an ace then of nearly messing that up completely. Going to need to get a lot more workers up into this area. so that we can produce a lot more food. No kindergarten. Okay. We're having a little bit of an overflow here. Guys here. Right, how are we doing here? We have to bump the priority up on that. And this as well. Get that going. Yeah, I grew the city too fast, to be honest. Yeah, we need to get more food into here. How many trucks do we got here? That's the wrong one. That's the chemical guy. I think what we can do is a temporary fix. Keep it simple. You can pick up food. Food. Yeah. 100%. Just pull that extra truck in. Get ahead of the curve here, because this is not really delivering the food. Okay, let me just see here. Actually, I've got a thought. Oops. Pick up you there. Go over here. I've got a big truck which I hold in reserve over here. Ah. Okay. Go to there. I mean, this guy will move 4.5 tons once he gets there. These guys seem to be chasing their own tail. But I've got line spacing. No, I haven't got line spacing. A bit annoying. I've gone way over on this video, so apologies for that, guys, but I just got a little bit too wrapped up in what was going on here. Didn't do exactly what I planned to do, but it's been an interesting exercise, if nothing else. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.